Good afternoon, friends. I am Yudhishthir Pandey, and to tell my story on DOE, I am here. I have been making uh, videos on DOE, design of experiments, since last 2 years, and of course, during Corona, I was uh, not active. But then, since I am so much passionate about the design of experiments, I want to tell my story, how I started, what are the difficulties I faced, and how it is a very important and very powerful technique in the process and product improvement. All these things I will share in small videos, maybe between 5 minutes to 10 minutes duration, so as that you can also get motivation to learn this great technique. I had learned it in a very hard way, very difficult way. I don't want anybody to do that. I will make it easy for you. And also, I am writing a book, and the book's name for the time being is Let's Learn DOE in an Easy Way. Maybe I request all of you to also suggest in the comments the name of the book. This is going to be a book on how I learned this design of experiments, and how I people should not face this difficulty. So coming back, my story. I am 65 years old now, and when I started learning design of experiments, I was about uh, 50 years. So imagine I have been learning DOE since last 15 years, and I also will tell you why it took so much time. I somehow I was always a curious reader, a voracious reader, and I have been a good student in my childhood. Also, I did my IIT, and during my work in my previous company, a refractory company in Odisha, I came across a MD who was very much improvement oriented. So I, on my side, I gave him a proposal that I want to do black belt training at CII, Confederation of Indian Industry at Bangalore. And that time, 15 years back, it was costing 50,000 rupees. So imagine now it must be costing about 3 lakhs rupees. But he was so large hearted that he signed it, and I was so happy that just my happiness knew no bounds. And the plan was like this: we had to go and uh, every 1 month interval, we have to go to Bangalore to the CII headquarters, and there I would one Mr. Ramnarayan, he would give us a training. And right from the beginning, I found Mr. Ramnarayan is so enthusiastic to share, and he was very young. Maybe at that time he was around 35 to 40 years, and I probably was probably the oldest one. And however, I took a lot of interest, and this plan was that we will go every 1 month or at the interval of 1.5 months and be there at 3 days uh, in different hotels in Bangalore. And uh, I took the training. It was, of course, not exactly Six Sigma based design of experiments, but it was signing technique. But the results were equally good. And I took so much interest that at the end. I became the topper of the during the certification examination, and it gave me a motivation to continue learning this further. So after doing this course in 2017, I wanted to take few projects in my company, even without permission of my management. It is just because of my interest. Since I was a GT and I spent a lot of time in that, a long time in that company, So people knew me, and I was also very cooperative. I was friendly, so they gave me opportunity to work in their area and to look at projects or problems which were really daunting and they could not find a solution. So, uh, friends, I took two projects and both were smashing hits. The gains were so high that I felt very much satisfaction. The user also felt so much satisfaction. Probably top management knew that I was doing something, and internally they acknowledge me, and that also helped me to move in the career ladder. I was promoted during the time to general manager, and maybe after a year, I became vice president of strategy and excellence. So, about my journey, I will tell in the subsequent lectures. So, for the timing, this one, and thank you very much for listening.